I'd call this November school board meeting to order. We'll start with we're all here, all five of us are here. I want to welcome everybody here, administration, newspapers, and our teachers, and we'll start with the pledge and the invocation.
Please rise. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful day, and thank you for those that are here at the meeting tonight, and may we make wise decisions as we go forward, and be with our country as we go through these elections, and just thank you for the grace and mercy you show us each day, and be with our soldiers overseas, and bring them home to their families safe. In thy name we pray, amen.
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 All right, can I get approval of agenda, get a motion to approve?
I make the motion to approve the agenda as printed.
Second.
Been motion and second to approve the agenda, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. All right, we have our public participation and comments. We have anybody on the list?
You have one gentleman by the name of Todd Hendricks.
All right,
Under our policy, Mr. Hendricks, we have a 3-minute time limit. Thank you, sir.
I'll get to the, I ain't gonna get into everything, but I'll get in with the most recent. Went up to the school,
Which school,
which
sir?
school?
middle school.
Okay.
Son hurt his ankle. Asked him, can I give him a brace to put on his ankle? We don't do that. I said, it's ankle for it, he hurt his ankle. I said, he got permission from a teacher to text me saying he hurt his ankle in PE. I said, can I put a brace on his ankle? We don't do that. We don't take stuff students, we don't call students up to the office. I said, okay, whatever. Went to talk, asked him to talk to the principal. He's in a meeting. An hour later, he done called. I go back, I check him out to put an ankle brace on him. I said, okay. He says, according to the rule, they don't allow that. Wait a minute. And then as I'm,
Who says this?
the principal
At junior high?
at junior high, tell me they don't do that. I said, he hurt his ankle in school. Y'all need to at least put an ankle brace on him. I don't want to take him home, I just want to put an ankle brace on him so he sits in class, ain't no sense in missing class. I take him to the doctor. He hurt his ankle. As I'm walking out, I see another parent walking in, and I know her. I said, what are you doing here? He said, oh, my son called, he got a migraine. I'm gonna take him to medicine. Okay, no problem. She gives him the medicine. Now, what's the difference between what she did and what I did? There's no difference. And this happens all the time up there. With me, just with me. Sat on the floor for an hour and a half waiting on him. Nobody ever offered me a chair. Then I had to call central office and ask them to call somebody to get them to give me a chair. The lady walks in and swings it right beside me and turns around and walks away. He gets on my son about something that happened on May the 20th. The school's technically out. Tries to suspend him. He knows all about it. Didn't do nothing about it. It's a pattern up there with me. I've earned every bit of it, trust me. But you don't take it out on my son. He hurt himself. And you're gonna let somebody else bring their children something, but you won't let me bring mine because you have a personal problem with me? He'll say, oh, we ain't got no problem with you. Yeah, okay, I'm sitting on the floor for an hour and a half. I'm gonna put a brace on my son's ankle. Somebody walks in right behind me and gives a child medication, but we don't have a problem. And the lady swings a chair at me and almost hits me with it. And he was told about it. Didn't bother him. And I've asked him on several occasions to sit down with him, me, and the assistant principal and get this hashed out. No. I've asked to talk to the teachers with my son. He tells me no. Every time. Is this the way you, just because you got something personal, of course he gonna say he don't have nothing personal against me. Hell, I would if I was me. I'd have something against me.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
Well, that's what you said the last time. You told me he was gonna give me a phone call last year in September about the cell phone thing, and I never got that phone call. So my confidence in this is slow to none, Mr. Evans.
It's a different day today.
Yeah, that's what he says too, and nothing gets changed. If you wanna take it out on me, that's fine, take it out on me, I don't care, I'm a big boy.
Well, it's different leadership now in the school. Thank you.
That was last year.
Mr. Henry, when you say him, are you pointing to Dr. Belcher?
Dr. Belcher, I've talked to him about this on several, not just last recent thing, but everything else, he knows all about it. And I've asked to talk to him, the assistant principal, him, and whoever else wants to sit in. He will not make that happen to get this settled. And I've asked on several occasions to have it solved. And I've been Parks, my son in Parks for 7 years. I've had more problems in 15 months at that middle school than I had 8 years at Parks, 7, 8 years at Parks. Because the principal thinks his way or no way, and that's it. There's no flexibility whatsoever.
Well, I guarantee you somebody will be in touch with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Actions speak louder than words. Mr.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
That was it.
Okay.
Cabinet update.
Cabinet update.
All right, cabinet update. How's everybody doing? All right. So, today is a Monday, let's make it as exclusive as possible. One thing I do not have on my cabinet update, Mr. Bob, that I want to address was the attendance. You know, we talking about the attendance, and I know you all have it in your packet. Everyone, and I know I'm not comparing us to everybody, but everyone that I've talked to in this area and around the state and in different states, they have the same issue. Attendance is an issue everywhere. We're hovering about 94.14, and I know we're trying to get it to 95. We're dipping, we're going up, we're going down. The principals are calling parents. We got meetings. We've got all kinds of other stuff going on trying to get the kids to come in. We're even got a specific list of specific students that they're sitting there and they're calling, trying to get these kids to come in. Not only us, but all the districts around, we're having a problem with the kids coming on virtual. And I'm just being honest. They're not logging in. A lot of the kids are not logging in, and principals can vouch for it to say that they're doing everything that they can do to get them in, but we keep trying. So we're not gonna stop, we're still trying to make that 95%. That's our goal, to make 95% attendance.
Well, we gotta make that effort, so if they get too many absences, they can't promote.
We
got to
can't-
have our ducks in a row.
They miss too many absences, they're not gonna pass the class, and they're not gonna move on.
Yeah.
We got school
Do they-
attendance involved.
We have MDE involved with us as well, and we also are trying to work with the CPD to help with the door-to-door stuff. Don't know if that's gonna happen, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
By CPD, you mean the SROs that we have, or the actual?
Talk to Chief.
Okay,
Trying to talk
what
to
are our
Chief.
SRO, what are our
Yeah.
SROs?
Well, he's over them.
So you couldn't give them a directive to do that? I still have a problem with
I
it.
know.
I do. I
From
mean, we
day
may as
one.
well use security if we, you know what I mean, we may as well just use security. If we have no control over what they do, if we can't give them a directive or ask them to do anything, we may as well use security. Because that's ineffective. They're not helping us.
Something.
Well, the cost sharing is where it
I
comes in.
don't care
Yeah.
about no caution.
And speaking
talking
of
about-
cost sharing, you look at the chart up there, and I know I gave you all this early, I just want to give you a slight explanation of what all this stuff means. The numbers to the far right is the population of the district. And the 15, 16, 17, those are the years, and then the orange are the number of kids we lost compared to that year before. So to give you an idea, from 15 to 16, we lost 62 children, right? And that's equivalent to $310,000. And so from 16 to 17, we lost 157 children. That's equivalent to $785,000. So from year to year, we're decreasing and we're losing money. And we did the math off of $5,000 per child. So it's very important because that's how we get our money.
And I think also it needs to be stated that we did not change staff since that time either.
Yeah.
When we consolidated, we made a commitment to keep our staff, and we've done that.
Mhm.
We gotta take some hard looks here in the near future.
And that was the good segue into what I was about to say. We're gonna have to make some tough decisions here in a minute. And in a minute means for the 21-22 school year. Because as you see from 20 to 21, it says 313, that's $1.5 million. That's a lot of money. But that's been money we've been losing every single year.
Yep, we know that, but the community needs to know that.
So I just wanted to give y'all that to let you know, and that we're gonna have to make some tough decisions, and there's some stuff we're gonna talk about in executive session today that we need to talk through some personnel stuff.
I wanna ask you if you would look at the cost of security versus what we're paying now, because you wouldn't have to pay security as much as you pay SROs, even with us having to fund half of their salaries or pay or whatever.
And
I don't think you would have to pay as
I
much.
think the lawyer have to look at it and see exactly what security could do for us, you know, that aren't policing things, you know.
Inside
I know
our,
at one
inside
time
our
it was-
city.
It was some searching of some things, you know, things like that, we had to
Yeah.
have police
But you could
there,
always call police in for that type of thing.
you know, and I
My
can't
thing is
remember
like,
exactly, but
with these students who aren't logging on, you need someone to go to their homes
they're
and
not
say,
a
hey,
truant officer anymore.
We have an MDE.
That was one though.
Yeah.
That one covers so many schools.
Yeah, and we got two, Ms. Holmes, we got two people, but, you know, they're trying to cover a whole area.
They probably,
Two people with all these schools.
Just hang out at Walmart,
Yeah.
just hang out at Walmart, you'll see most of
Or-
them.
Or about McDonald's.
McDonald's,
All right, the other updates, we had a community meeting, and, we had survey results, we had 1,300 results. We had 51.2% that was not for a bond, and we had 48.8% that was for a bond. So it's really tight, and you know you need 60% to pass a bond. So all of this is preliminary stuff, we're just trying to get a feel to see where everybody would be with all the information. We had over 1,600 views of our YouTube video. That we recorded the meeting so that people could see it, we had over 1,600 views. So a lot of people watched the video. We have more people watch the video than cast the vote. We have future meetings coming up in November, which is this month, and another one in January. So we're trying to plan them out periodically, because December's a short month. So we try to present different information every time. Actually, myself and Mr. Luciano have a meeting tomorrow with the DOJ. So we're gonna meet with the DOJ tomorrow to go over some stuff pertaining to the proposal that we set forward. And I'm actually gonna ask them if because they normally come once a year, so I'm gonna ask them if they can come at the end of this month for their visit, so that they can attend the community meeting. I think that would be really good if they came to the meeting.
So now let me, how did we advertise the community meeting before? Cause so many people I talked to said they didn't know about
We
it.
did calls, we did social media, and, website,
the news,
the news. So,
we do radio?
I don't know if we did.
not.
I don't think we did radio.
Maybe we can do posters this time and post them at,
And then,
Common
I tell you how
places.
I used to reach my parents, I used to send, letters home by the students.
Okay.
Robocalls, it's at least what, 5 of those per person?
No, what was that for? That was for them to do the survey?
Yeah, we're trying to get some numbers.
There was a lot of text
They were
messages,
getting-
telephone calls, and emails.
I think we had triple the people to worry about the over communication than we
You
did to
did
have
under, that's right.
that filled out the survey. So, Mr. Evans called me one time, he said, y'all stop. So, yeah, right. So we had to cut it out, but we're trying to get so many so we have a good sample size.
yeah,
You
but
know,
once they answer it, we don't need to call them
We don't
again.
need to call them again. We got the change form out for virtual and face-to-face. And I know some people wondering why y'all send it out so early, because those people have a lot to fix. If they get an influx of people, they have to fix the schedules. They have to fix a whole bunch of stuff. It's not as easy as everybody thinks it is to say that we're gonna switch and you get 200 more kids. So they have to figure out another schedule to run it, and that gives them plenty of time to plan for it. So they'll turn in by November 30th, so that gives plenty of time.
That is those who wanna come off virtual
Or
and go to
flip.
the classroom.
Yeah,
Go
flip
either
flop,
way.
you can flip. You can do whichever one you
There
want.
ain't none of them gonna wanna go to virtual.
I know. We completed an audit,
It's real.
from federal programs. It was 2 days, and it was all based on 2018. So, we have not received the findings from the audit, but it was 2 days long. I sat in on the audit for 2 days, Dr. Harris was in on the audit. It was a long process for 2 whole days. So, we're waiting on them to send us the results back so I can give you a report of what they found, what they didn't find. They let us substitute some of the stuff for this year, for 2018, so. We're waiting on results. Computers issued to teachers. Teachers got their computers. We're waiting on the last batch for Pyramid to come in. We got Promethean boards in as well. We've had a company come in and they have been installing them at night. Our computers for our students, we just switched the vendor, so we should get those computers a little earlier than what they keep anticipating. They keep telling us, because we had to push back to January, February. So we switched vendors and it may be a couple weeks now.
Okay.
So we'll have our computers. So we are upgrading almost everything computer-wise.
So we'll have them by the beginning of next.
That's what we're hoping.
Hopefully.
So new routers, new switches, more broadband, he's just waiting on that. To keep in mind, we went from 1 gig of broadband to, we're asking for 5. So the new routers, those are the things up there that you connect to, up-to-date ones, new switches to make, everything we're getting is make the internet go faster and smoother.
Okay.
So it just takes some time for the stuff to come in. New cameras, now we're looking at updating labs and computer labs for school and all the other stuff. While we got it, we need to go ahead and just do it. So
Neil, give me some idea of what 1 gig to 5 is. What is that? I mean, something I can understand.
We're utilizing, at the height, we're utilizing about 750 meg of our 1 gig.
Neil, I have no idea.
Okay.
Is it, and we were at the
Doing about
10-yard line and now
75.
we at the 50-yard line?
Okay.
We use about
Let me make
75%
it
of
simple.
capacity.
All right, you got this iPad, right? We were trying to fit that iPad through a hole like this small.
Okay,
That's 1 gig. Now we have 5 gigs. Now the hole is this large.
okay.
So it's easy for it to pass through. Is that better?
That's better. I can understand that, Neil. 750.
That ain't the issue. My issue is not, my issue is the teachers logging in.
It's pizza oven.
Come on now.
Yeah.
What'd she say? It's a
And
pizza?
teachers
that
logging
person
in.
that-
Oh, I thought she said it's
Well,
pizza.
it ain't- yeah,
can't be
yeah.
Yeah. And it's tough.
Mm.
And we're trying to fix it. It has gotten, I can tell you this, we're not perfect, but we're
No,
way
but
better
it's
than
gotten better
September
since
8th.
the last time I complained about it. It has gotten better,
Yeah.
but
And-
it's a habit, it's a trend.
And if you have your constituents that call, just tell them to call us. I mean, like you did at home, you
But
called
see,
me.
what I was trying to do was take some of the pressure off, call me,
Yeah.
let me handle it, you know, so y'all would get so many calls.
We good. We take it. But we don't, I can't fix something I don't know about. So you let me know.
Well, you know, I'm gonna let you know.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
One thing we do that I don't know if you all, if you have kids in the district, you have been,
Yes, that's
all right,
cabbage.
you have kids that's been coming home probably from last year and this year. We do an AR competition
Okay.
between schools,
Oh, no.
right?
Yes.
It's between schools, yes. We hand out 3 awards every 9 weeks. We have the highest words read, we have the highest books read, and we have the highest comprehension per school. We track this every week. They have somebody in their building that sends me the results, and I put them in a spreadsheet, and it tallies it up. So first 9 weeks is over. So now we have to have our winners. So we do a winner every single 9 weeks. So we'll start with for the district, even with online, we read over 42 million words. We read and tested over 36,000 books, and our comprehension was 78.26. Our goal for comprehension was 85%. So it's kind of funny to me when they say, oh, the kids can't read. That was a lie. I got proof. Because if they could not comprehend what they were reading, there's no way we'd be at 78.26% for a district. That's not true.
That's awesome.
So we have 3 awards we give out. Coming in third place for books read is Bell Academy. They had 4,841 words.
Congratulations.
Say that number again.
Somebody make a picture.
4,841 words.
They can freeze it off the video.
You can get off the video, Neil, a picture of them, put on the website.
No, she has one she really likes to win. Second place is DM Smith.
Woohoo!
6,897 words.
Okay, then.
Books.
Yeah, it's book, it's not words.
Books.
Go
Books.
ahead,
I read
Sid.
4,000 words.
6,897 books.
All
Thanks,
right.
right here. You got it? All right, and coming in first place for the most books read is Cleveland Central Middle School. 9,541 books.
Oh, he done brought
And
home
when
then.
you get a belt if you win first place.
All right, you
Oh.
trading them out.
You have to trade his out. So you only keep the belt for 9 weeks.
Uh-huh.
You keep the belt for 9 weeks, and if you lose the next 9 weeks, you have to hand the
Give it
belt over
back
to
to
the
the other.
winner.
All right, that's good, good job.
Okay.
Job, McKenna.
Now, can you read those books for those kids?
The next one we'll do is words read. Coming in third place with 6,894,135 is Pyramid Elementary. Now y'all have to understand this stuff get tedious. They start looking at that spreadsheet.
Go, Rufus, look at those capital men.
Coming in second place with 7,828,452 words is Hayes Cooper. She worried about the other.
I know she is.
Second place.
That's what the other one
There's
she
something
wants
else,
to win.
he knows my personal goal.
Oh, yeah.
Coming in at first place with 9,684,094 words, it is Bell Academy.
All right.
The last group is comprehension. This is really important to me. You have to understand what you read. Coming in at third place with 80.86% comprehension is Naylor Elementary. This is the date, man, they've been hustling. Shit, y'all, this is our first one. You got it.
All right,
Coming in at second place with 86.02% comprehension is Bell Academy. She bad. She wanna win. You're welcome. Coming in at first place with 87.1% comprehension is Hayes Cooper.
You won't be so mad now.
Yeah, this is the one she wants to see all the time.
That's the
Give my
one.
bell back.
That's the one.
Well, thank you. I wanted them to come so they can get their started.
Thank y'all for all your hard work.
Yeah, keep it up.
But, these are big deals. I know you probably, some people look at it, but it's all in the process of scoring. You gotta be able to understand what you read. The more words you read, the more comfortable you are reading. So we always pushing for them to read the books. So, the more the parents can get them to read, when they say they don't have homework, just make them read.
Or when they
Just
get a
read the
break,
books. Just read.
when they get a break in virtual, make them read.
So our last thing on here is, we're gonna have a 3 to 5 minute presentation for the CTE. Like I said, we always try to present one of the schools for this year as we go along. So we have Ms. Mitchell that is up for CTE, and I am.
Okay, for what we've been doing since the beginning of school for Cleveland Career Center. Dr. Richard, you want to- We have our vision to develop students who are highly skilled and career ready. And we are trying to prepare our students each day for today's global workforce by providing them real life experiences so that they can earn national certifications and be prepared for the workforce in a student learning environment. Currently, we have 10 skill-based programs at the center. We have cyber foundations at the middle school, and we have STEM entrepreneurship, work-based learning, and family and consumer science at the high school. This is a picture of Loudoun Public Safety. They are currently working on a certification for Mississippi Youth Preparedness and the National Community Emergency Readiness Response Team. And they're earning that certification at the end. Teacher Academy, they, in this unit, they received some books that were donated to them that dealt with appreciating diverse learners. The engineering students, they had an opportunity to choose which way they wanted to present what they were learning as it had to do with coding, and they chose to do poems and raps. Business management is currently doing dual credit with Mississippi Delta. We have 7 students. This is our first dual credit course for career tech. Ms. Williams, our Teacher Academy teacher, she was chosen as the Donors Choose Teacher Ambassador for the state of Mississippi. This is our PBIS. We call our students Future World Changers. They get a little snack from Dodge store each month and free tickets to the movie day that we have. Employees of the month, Ms. Jackson for September, Ms. Williams for the month of October. Techmaster Scholars, Kelsey Jackson and Nick Delaviste from last school term. Here, the health science, public safety, and early childhood classes, they did get certification in CPR. This is where health science students, they learn how to do the self for the breast exam, breast exam during October. And they wore their pink each Friday to show their support. Here at Health Science, we did a session with Coach Calhoun from Move to Learn, Mississippi, and this is what's taking place there. This is Laura Jane Jacardi from 4-H Mississippi Extension. We have a junior master wellness program that we do with her each week. She come in and work with us. Loudoun Public Safety, that's Rick Nelson. Cleveland School District will have students participating in EMT in the month of January, and this is what he was talking about. National Voter Registration Day, we had students to sign up here. This is the red, this is where we cut our ribbon cutting, where we presented the 3 shops, welding, construction, and automotive.
Many students you got in the world?
Currently, we have 13.
That's good.
And this is just quality steel. We took pictures with them. You know, they did donate $15,000 to us. And plans for the future that is very, very small. But we have our advisory council meeting coming up on the 19th. Tomorrow we'll be doing DSU Spotlight Day, and we're doing HBCU High School Day, and it's all going to be virtual. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
So our last thing is, we're gonna get a financial report from Ms. Kennedy. Our new business manager.
Good evening, board. How y'all doing? Okay. So I'm gonna go over the financials, and these financials are through the month of September. You do see, we have a September bank reconciliation, and you do have in your board pack the district maintenance fund that has an ending cash balance for the month of September of 10.4 million. Payroll has an ending cash balance of a little over 17,000. Accounts payable is a little over 1 million, and food service has about 300,000 left through the month of September. For fund balance, the district has an ending fund balance through September of 8.8 million. All funds together is 14.5 million. Last month, we reported about 15.9 million for all funds, and the district had 9.36. So we are down a little bit, about 537,000 on the district fund balance. The statement of revenues and receipts, year to date, we've received about 5.4 million in revenue. Expenditures is about 6.6 million. The difference of 1.2 million, a lot of that has to do with the extra programs that we need to request funds for, and that will put about half of the money back in revenues. You still would be down about 537,000 on the district side, which has to do with the reduction in MAEP. The last thing is,
So the $500,000 is due to fewer students.
yes,
Yeah.
your reduction in MAEP has always been linked to students. Yes,
Right, from not this year, but the year previous year.
from last year.
And there again, Ty, we didn't reduce staff, which is our number one cost. And so that's going in out of district maintenance for $500,000.
We can't
And
continue
if-
those students.
No, we
And
can't.
if you have any, if you don't have any more questions, that concludes my, cabinet report.
That's it. Well, thank you for the report. All right, can I get a motion to approve the cabinet update? Get a second?
So, go ahead.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Can I get approval of the consent agenda?
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
And I will second that motion.
Been motion and second to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Set date and time of next regular board meeting, December 14th, 2020 at 5 p.m.
Keep in mind, immediately after, hopefully, I would like for y'all to get your business done as quickly as possible, because that is always afterwards, the annual get-together
All right,
that we will be putting on for y'all.
Is it the same place?
This will be your first year. We as the firm put a little get-together on for
For
y'all.
Christmas.
In token of appreciation, and hopefully you like what I cook. I'm just kidding. We don't, oh, I don't know. It's good.
Yeah, he can cook though.
Yeah.
He cook.
But we're gonna take care of it. We'd like to have y'all for dinner and.
I'll get with Mr. Griffin about the.
yeah, about the
I like the
meeting.
menu we had last year.
Yeah.
I really like the menu we had last
I
year.
know, right?
40 minutes and it's like, let's go.
Okay.
All right, everybody good with that date?
December 14th?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Everybody else?
I'm good.
I'm retired, yeah.
All right, can I get a motion to that effect?
I'll make a motion to accept the, next regular board meeting, December 14th at 5 p.m.
Get a
The only
second?
difference, Lucy, we'll start the meeting at 5,
Okay,
Yeah.
no
and then
problem.
we'll eat afterwards.
Been motion and seconded. Yeah, all those in favor?
Nah,
Opposed? Ayes have it. Approve the claims docket. I didn't have any questions.
who's ready for me?
I had, wait a minute, let me go back and look. I had some on page 7, I believe, and then one word. I had written down a couple of pages. And I think it has something to do with, special ed and OT and PT. I was just gonna ask, is that a month? Or is that for the year?
Where you at, Lucy? What
Page
page?
7.
Page 7,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
page 7,
That's per month,
That's for
huh? Per month.
It's not per month, it's based off her contract, and she does so many days, each month, and once she succeeds, her contract is over with.
and I guess that would be the same for the OT, PT on the same page there.
Okay. page on
Hey.
That's on page 7.
Yeah, look right here, this is. That's what they budget.
But see,
And
I'm-
that comes out of, so in other words, that's what.
Okay, so that is a month.
Well,
And
they
this is
told
based
her
on
that
how
it
many
is
times she served, that's two.
How many times she sees it, right?
Okay.
It's not a set monthly fee. We do a
It depends on how
contract.
often she has to see them, I got you.
Right.
And it's for all the kids in the district that she has to see.
Page 13, just the bridge, the food total down there, how are we tracking compared to the past on food? She said we had money left over this year.
This one, I
This one.
Speak up,
So we can't hear you.
speak up.
Oh, I'm sorry, this month, our expenditures were less compared to this time last year.
Okay.
All right,
But we're gonna talk about something else.
Okay, then I have on page 18 and 19, athletics. On the football game, we had that many travel away? Tell me, explain that to me. I'm not,
Where you looking?
18 and 19.
Right here at the bottom
Yeah.
of 18.
You had 7 away games.
What you got? Some of
Are
it's,
those the buses?
and some of that's for swimming,
Yeah,
volleyball,
that's what-
cheer,
I said 18 and 19.
cross country.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, how we doing that for athletics? I know we had to kill it at the end.
Yep. We in basketball season now.
No problem. No problem.
Don't jinx it.
Okay, I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna move. Okay, that's the flip phone.
So with these, I'm like Ms. Hines, are these all
Hey, I'm in the
football,
school
high
board
school
meeting.
football, or is this high school and middle school combined?
where you going
I
tomorrow?
see two
We
middle
didn't play that
school.
many,
It's
we
middle
didn't
school in
play,
there too.
we played that many high school games?
What
All
is
right.
it?
They take, more than
Okay.
one bus.
That's it, okay, okay, it makes sense now,
4 away games, 8.
it makes sense now, thank you, Carl.
All the buses on the trip.
Gotcha.
Okay, 33. Parks, the only school had, kettle services to provide services. Is something going on in Park?
It's different schools, different.
That's, I'll say Park.
When you're doing the same invoice, you pick up that last school that you put in.
Oh, girl, you gotta tell me. I thought somebody was not at work.
Like $17,000 worth
You
of
saw
it.
that, didn't you? On page 33.
Yeah, it's all parts. Yep.
Okay.
Now, Richard, what page?
I'm good, I'm gonna let you off the hook now.
All right.
You better be ready, you better have your box with you next time. Your whole big
All right,
thing.
that's all the questions. That's all the questions. Can I get approval of the claims docket?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I second it.
Been motion and second, all of them in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Approval of 16 section residential lease agreement between Cleveland District and Aretha Kurt, 15/4/21 and 15/4/20, 25 years residential.
Arnold, everything good with it? Is that Danny's?
No, Aretha Cart's good. Aretha, that one, we're actually working with, Mr. Simeon. That one's gonna be good to roll.
So,
Once we get everything with the Secretary of State, I would say conditional upon approval by the Secretary of State.
on number 6.
On number 6.
All right, can I get a motion to that effect?
I'll make the motion to approve number 6 with approval of the Secretary of State.
All right, been motion, can I get a second?
I second it.
Been motion and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Approval of 16 section agriculture lease renewal between Byron Pruitt and license 9343, section 15420, 5 years.
Explanation, he is entitled, at the end of his first 5-year lease, to do an increase at a 20% increase per year, and that puts this up pretty strong. It will be subject to approval of the Secretary of State's office, but, this will approve, this is a good lease.
And you feel good with the you're good with it, Danny? I mean, that's.
Good lease, good producer, I mean, this is a $17,600 increase a year.
Right.
And, it's, basically your per acre, of course, this is ice cream ground, but this is, your per acre on this is pretty strong.
Yeah.
They should be happy, and if they're not happy, I'll tell them to get happy, 'cause it's.
Yeah. Can I get a motion to that
I'll
effect?
make a motion to approve.
Get a second? Get a motion and second to approve the lease. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. All right. Approval of personnel.
Well, I got one more lease for you.
Oh, okay. All right, it wasn't on
It
here.
wasn't, it's not, somebody ain't got it on here.
That was our mistake.
All right, so we'll, do we need to add an agenda item to the agenda, or can we cover it on
You
the
can cover it
same?
under 16 section, it's good enough.
All right.
Okay.
Pursuant to your authorization, we solicited bids for a section that needs some improvement. Now, the producer that has it has had it for 10 years, and he's put down wells and done all kind of improvements. But what it needs is somebody to go in there and land on the property, and that's very expensive. And a couple of times over the last 30 years, I've done this. There's a statute that lets you do it. It basically lets you take bids for 10 years. But it's not really about being just the highest bidder. It's the bidder that's gonna take care of your land, because y'all are the trustees of the land. And so we put in there very detailed requirements, to include documenting your crop history for the last 5 years, proving that you can land form the property, and how soon can you do it. And we received only one bid, and that's from the current producer. He's already gone out and spent $20,000 to get ready to do this, and says that as soon as you approve it, he'll start working. And so what will happen is that should you award this 10-year lease, your property value long-term will go way up, because it will become that kind of piece of ground that you just bid off of. And so what his bid is $28,200 per year. It's been bidding at $25,000 and change, but the real thing is the hundreds of thousands of dollars he's gonna put into it. Now, the incentive for doing that is he gets a 10-year lease, but I think it's wonderful, and I recommend it to you pursuant to, as long as the Secretary of State's office approves. And
That's
they
not a
will.
full section, is it, Danny?
No, it's small, it's 300.
Yeah.
It says 340 cultivatable, I really think it's about 320 cultivatable.
Yeah.
So, that's,
If it's,
he's bidding almost 100 an acre. After you pay taxes, he's paying over 100 an acre, and he's putting that kind of money into it. That's great.
but is it in there, it's gonna be guaranteed dirt moved in the 10 years?
We made it in the specifications. Of course, it's competitive. Other people could have bid on this. Of course, this fellow had to go to an accountant and give me financial statements and everything else, but he has got to move the dirt. And, but he's already got he's provided to me proof that he's already got there's a match with one of the programs with, FSA, so he's already lined up and ready to go as soon as we give him a green light.
All right.
So you're what you want us to do is to approve it pending Secretary of State?
Yes.
Because that's gotta go before the Secretary of State,
It has to. He has to
Yeah.
sign off on every lease.
every lease.
And we'll have it worded so that whatever he put in, he's not asking to deduct from whatever he's due.
No.
Oh, no, ma'am,
No,
he's,
ma'am.
he's actually
This is-
increasing his rent, plus he's gonna spend all this money on your property, and it's the same way I do with
get an
like
extra 5.
managing family land, is I look for a producer that's gonna make it worth more down the line, so, I'm very pleased with it.
Can I get a motion to that effect?
I'll make a motion to approve, you're gonna have to give me some details. of
It
what
would be in
section.
order for you to make a motion to approve a 10-year lease, for Secretary of State lease number 13886 to Ponchetti Farm Partnership number 2 in the amount of $28,200 per year plus taxes, plus the other consideration reflected in the bid package.
I'll make that motion.
You gotta say all that.
No, I can't. Danny will have to write it down for me.
All right, we had a motion, go get a second.
Second.
The motion and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
If please, board, I'll exit myself.
You
But I'll see you on
may
December
be, you may
14th.
be excused.
Tanya and I'll get you a copy of the menu for the 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Porterhouse,
We'll work it out.
Porterhouse.
Am I fine too? We can do that too. Whatever y'all want.
All right, approval of personnel. Recommend resignation, retirement, employment, Scoot.
Take number 2 into executive session.
Hold on a minute.
Wait a minute, let's get that.
I just wanna ask a question too before we get into that. I'm looking at it, hold on a second. And my question is, it's gonna go back to the very first statement that you made here, Doc, was with these budget cuts in mind, as we're having these teachers leave, or want to leave, or resigning mid-year, or whatever, we're being real careful not to,
Do we have to fill the
do we have to
position?
fill them right now?
That's what we're gonna
Okay,
talk
okay.
about. I just said what you just said.
You
Okay.
need to pull personnel off.
Let's pull it off since we're gonna talk about some specific things. And then we can come back out and vote on it, that'll be fine. I make the motion to, move it to executive session. Second?
All right. All, the motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. All right. Need a motion to consider executive session.
I make the motion to consider.
Second.
All right. Matters, and student misconduct. Can I get a motion to enter executive session for those stated reasons? Can I get a second?
Second.
Been so moved and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.